your punch.
Yes, deal.
Why are you encouraging this?
And when I think of you.
Well, first of all, thank you very much. I'm really proud to be one of your guys' selections on a new platform. I love the genre, and so any kind of platforms and people that like to highlight the kind of crazy stuff we do is really always very close to my heart. So thank you. My producer, Mike Peterson, and I have been working together on and off for about, since 2014 when we met. And I had just finished another project that I was really happy with called Fake Blood. And I was kind of like worried that my time as a director and writer was coming to an end. Things weren't really getting the kind of notice that I was hoping for, generating the traction. And I was just like, gosh, if I only get one last chance, I really want to write this project that I've been kind of mulling over. And he was like, well, what's that? I was like, it doesn't sound like a horror movie, but it's three people stuck on a boat, kind of Polanski's Knife in the Water, but by way of Seinfeld characters was the pitch that I gave him. And he goes, oh, that sounds weird. I literally wrote the entire thing in 3 weeks, really, really fast. It was just like everything that I had been wanting to say, I just kind of didn't hold back to him, and he said, let's do it right away. I think we finished the script in October and we were shooting by January. So it was really quick. When I'm writing, I always have to find something very personal that I'm dealing with or trying to uncover. And I've gone through relationships where you don't trust your partners and stuff like this. And I just kind of felt, what better place in a survival situation than to be with the absolute last people that you trust. I've been stuck on a boat only for a night with my friend, but it's like all this stuff, I just had all this wealth of my own personal experiences with to kind of shove it in there, minus, the severity of the violence that it goes to. But it all kind of spawned from personal experiences or situations, or even hearing boating techniques and sort of stories kind of around town. So that's kind of where that all came from. We got lucky. We didn't hire a casting director for this one. It was such a small project that we just went directly to a talent agency. So as soon as we had all these three, I kind of knew in my head, when you're just talking to them, you're kind of picking out bits and pieces of how they're going to react and be as these characters. And I think the key to them is that they bought in 100% that what we were doing was meant to be deadly serious, and that they took the time to form these relationships outside of working on set, so that by the time we got on set, we actually got a day ahead of schedule because they knew the characters and the script so well. It was very easy. The hardest part was just the logistics of doing all the interiors of the boat first on a set, and then flying the entire crew to Belize and shooting all the exteriors on a real boat on the ocean. My first gig in film industry was the editing PA on Cabin in the Woods. That was a great learning experience. You're mostly just grabbing coffees and lunches and stuff, but I would have swept the floor if I needed to, just to work in that environment. And just through the years as growing up through, and then being an assistant editor and previous editing for Matt Reeves on The Last Planet of the Apes, not only do I get the practice of creatively still getting involvement in putting the story together, but you're learning from all these amazing people. And so when you go to do your own stuff, you're able to kind of take a detached perspective from it. It's no longer my movie that I shot or that I wrote. As the editor, you have to approach it as this completely separate thing, as a separate person, and say, okay, what's working, what's not, tear it all down. And I think that's one of my strong suits, is that I'm such a harsh critic of my own work that it's usually my producers are saying, why'd you take that out, put that back in? But that ruthlessness is kind of very good in being able to cut through all of my own crap that I end up either shooting or making. Merci Shadows. It's funny, I took French from grade 1 to grade 12, but it's French Canadian, and it's just in one ear and out the other. It did not stick for whatever reason.